Welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you're new here, my name is Jonathan Cabrera and I make content on Fortnite. Today we're going to be checking out, was Prime MrSavage really good? This video is made by Bronos. They make some amazing Fortnite documentaries. Be sure to go check out their channel, and let's get into the video.
This is MrSavage, and he is one of the smartest Fortnite players of all
He's actually
time.
really nice too.
Even though he has never won an FNCS, he is one of Fortnite's biggest stars and one of the few players that can say they won a major LAN. So just how good was MrSavage in his prime? Well, to start, he was born in Norway on November 12, 2004. Growing up, he played lots of sports, which gave him a killer competitive drive. No matter what he did, he always wanted to win. And one day, his brother told him to try out a new game called Fortnite, and the rest is history. On May 11, 2018, MrSavage went live on Twitch for the first time ever. Since the viewership wasn't too good at the beginning, he focused on getting better at the game rather than streaming. But during this time, he started posting clips and gameplays on his YouTube channel. By November of 2018, his highlight videos on YouTube started getting a lot of views, especially his solo squad games. People started to notice just how good he was, so they tuned into his Twitch streams.
What the heck?
With the insane popularity of Fortnite at this time, everybody was constantly looking for the next big star, and Savage was definitely one of them. Just a few months after he started streaming, he was already averaging thousands of viewers, and he gained over 50,000 followers in 1 month. Many people were surprised that he was this good at only 14 years old, and the word spread quickly. As he started to stream a lot more, his parents got involved, and they were always supportive from the start. But they didn't realize how good he actually was until they told him that he placed second in the Winter Royale. Although he did qualify, like many of the household names we know today, he was disqualified from the tournament because he was too young. By early 2019, he was averaging over 3,000 viewers on Twitch and hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube. This caused him to get recognition by some of the biggest esports organizations in the world, and that's when he signed to NRG Esports. Things were going great, but there was one thing that he could not get out of his head, and that was the $30 million Fortnite World Cup. It was the biggest tournament in esports history at the time, and he would 100% qualify, but he was not old enough to compete. The success and content creation was nice, but his real passion was competing, and it looked like he had to wait 2 years in order to do it. Then, in February of 2019, he received the best news possible. The age limit for all competitive tournaments was lowered to 13 years old, and he would be able to play in the World Cup. And this is, in my opinion, where his prime began. This tournament was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and he was ready to take full advantage of it by qualifying for both solos and duos. But obviously, he couldn't do that alone. He needed a partner for the duo tournaments, and that's when he met Benji. Benji wasn't the legend that we know today, but Savage knew that he would be a perfect fit, and in their very first tournament together, they earned $250. It was a good start, but they knew they could achieve more, so they continued to play together. Their first tournament win came during the World Cup warm-up, which was 1 week before the qualifiers began. And heading into the 10 weeks of qualifiers, it was looking like nothing would stop them. The only other duo close to their skill level at the time was Mongrel and Mitro, and it was finally time to see if all of their hard work would pay off. But first, a quick word from this video sponsor, Filmora. As a beginner in video editing, you might feel overwhelmed by the myriad of expensive editing software available in the market. Premiere Pro is time-consuming, DaVinci is too difficult, and you can't screen record on CapCut. So why not try Filmora? Filmora is a powerful, user-friendly editing tool that allows for seamless video creation. You can record high-definition images without interrupting the game, allowing you to adjust the recording status at any time. By adjusting the clip speed, you can highlight epic moments, such as slowing it down to emphasize aiming or speeding up to enhance the excitement of a headshot and movement. There are 26 types of video effects and 3,000 plus available resources to enhance the fun and visual appeal of moments in your footage. You have 20,000 plus music resources available, and can also use the AI music generator to generate your own music style with 30 genres to choose from. There are also 500 plus stickers and over 10,000 sound effects to enhance your video. And zooming in or out on the screen at critical moments emphasizes character actions or the position of enemies, enhancing the visual impact. You can compare your skills on the left and right, such as showing ordinary kills on the left and your highlight kills on the right. Filmora is an all-in-one screen recording and editing software that can be directly shared to social media, so go download it using my link at the top of the description and try it out. Back to the video. If you asked anybody to pick one player who was guaranteed to qualify for both solos and duos, they would have said MrSavage. But week 1 did not go well. He failed to place top 3,000 and missed out on the finals. This would kill most people's confidence, but he knew that he was one of the best players in the world, so he just moved past it. And the first week of duo qualifiers proved that he was absolutely correct. Him and Benji had one of the best tournament performances that we had ever seen at the time.
One more. Let's go! Let's fucking go, Savage! Let's go, dude! Let's fucking go!
Nice. Last guy's in the storm. He went up, he went up.
Oh, fuck, really?
Dude, moments like this are insane.
Oh my god, dude.
Second. What the heck is
Yeah,
happening?
we're chilling, bro. We're chilling. Let's go.
Nice.
Good shit, dude. Let's fucking go.
Their worst game was a 9th, and they finished in 1st place overall. This performance secured them $55,000 each and a spot in the World Cup Finals. Now, Savage's full focus was on qualifying
I'd be
for
happy with
solos.
just 55.
Week 3 went a bit better, but he still fell short. 2
Aw.
weeks later, he would have another chance. And this is where his 200 IQ plays were on full display for the world to see. First, he showed exactly how to use a grenade launcher. Then he clutched up against some of the best players in the game.
Oh, fuck that. I got no mats right now. See this guy? Oh, never mind. Again. Put in my trap. I kill him though. I revealed my flintlock. I miss. This guy dies. I'm out of mats, basically.
Nice.
I kill
Get the
him right as he
refresh.
starts getting focused. Reload my flintlock in storm. 172 headshot.
That's
Fucking gold.
crazy.
And of course, he pulled
What?
off one of the most iconic wins in Fortnite history.
MrSavage M. Building on up, 22 builds remaining. The spray comes in at 72 tag, another elimination. Now 8 elims this game. They've got to go up the side of a mountain, and it's Shadow Bomb time. Look at how awkward this is. He's getting completely blocked then out. He's deciding to take storm damage. Yes. MrSavage! Oh, no my God! Oh my God!
With this performance,
How
MrSavage
did he
became
do
one
that?
of 22 players who qualified for both the solo and duo World Cup. And of course, Benji was one of these 22 people as well. Throughout
What?
the next 2 weeks of duos, they would continue to roll. They finished 3rd in both weeks 6 and 10, and their hard work was finally paying off. Before the qualifiers began, everyone thought MrSavage was one of the best players in the world, and he completely proved them right. And alongside these placements, his social medias were skyrocketing. He was one of the most watched Fortnite streamers on Twitch, and his YouTube channel was seeing millions of views per video. He was playing with the
I'd be happy
biggest
with that.
creators in the world like Ninja, Symphony, Vicstar, and many more. He was the face of competitive Fortnite. As the World Cup finals approached, the expectations were sky high. So basically, anything less than a top 10 in both modes would be a disappointment. Duos was first. They had 6 games to prove themselves to the world and started off strong in game 1. At one point, they were on the high ground, but they ran out of mats and Savage fell, but Benji clutched up a 6th place. The next
Nice.
couple games did not go well though, as they began to fall down the leaderboard. But game 4, Benji solo clutched once again and got 6th place.
Benji!
With 2 games remaining, they were in 8th and still had a chance to win it all. But unfortunately, that is the highest they would be seen on the leaderboard. The last
Damn.
2 points, they did not get any games and ended in 14th place. 14th in the world wasn't too bad, but it's definitely
not
not
at
what
all.
they wanted. Still, they made $50,000 each and had another chance the next day in solos. In game 1, Savage took height but got chopped out and died to fall damage.
No.
This would pretty much sum up his tournament experience, as he finished in 29th place. The trip to New York City was pretty underwhelming. For most people,
He made
winning
50.
$100,000 on a weekend would be unbelievable, but Savage wanted more. But it wasn't all that bad. He was way more mature and successful than most at 14 years old. He built a massive brand for himself and earned hundreds of thousands of dollars playing video games. And after the
Very
World
true.
Cup, when MrSavage turned his stream on, there were still thousands of people watching
Damn.
him. The success didn't end just because his placements weren't as expected. And next up was the first ever FNCS. Since the game mode was trios, he teamed up with Rojo, who just placed 2nd in the Duo World Cup, and
Okay.
Item, who was a low-key player that was on the come-up. They were good, but never really stood out as a top team. After
Fair.
a shaky season, they finished 7th in the Grand Finals, which was honestly better than expected. Then in Squad FNCS the following season,
Dude,
he
top 10
finished
is
in 7th
insane.
place once again. While he
Again.
would consistently place and win some cash cups, he just could not find the win in a major tournament. Then for almost 3 months after that FNCS, there were basically no tournaments at all. So when DreamHack announced a solo tournament in Anaheim, California, he was hyped. Players flew from all over the world to compete for their share of the $250,000 prize pool. The LAN was stacked with players like Bizzle, Benji Fishy, Zate, and many more. After back-to-back OK performances, this was Savage's chance to prove that he was still one of the best players in the world. He got off to a really hot start, easily winning the first heat and cruising through the semis to qualify for finals. And the next day was Championship Sunday. He started off slow in finals, but game 3 he popped off and moved up to 3rd place. From here on out, it was a battle for the top spot between him, Bizzle, and Nanolite. And heading into the final game, Bizzle was in first with Savage just 10 points behind. It was time to see which one of them would clutch up and take home the win.
372 points. Savage can still come out and clutch this. How many did Bizzle finish
Damn,
on? I
honestly,
can't
he's been
remember.
doing this for a
Savage
while.
is pushing forward. The rocket shot takes down Thomas off the roof. It's Savage versus Benji. It's a 3 players alive. I don't know who's on high ground. The old duo mate. Can Benji come out on top? Can Savage win it? The old duo, bit of rivalry. Best mates, and oh my god, Savage takes down Benji. Can he clutch up the win? It's 1v1. Is this Savage's trap? It is. Savage has the trap on the wall and on the roof. He can't make them connect. He's stuck in the box. He's coming out now, 60 health. Oh my god, it's coming right down to the wire. Denied is still alive. It's a 1v1 Savage versus Denied. He's got the rocket. He follows up with a pump shot. 50 tag.
Dude, that's
Hits
crazy.
him for blues. He has 40 health, 13 shield. He might
is
be able to
happening
win
right
this.
now.
The rocket comes out. It can't connect. He's trying to reload as fast as possible. Sitting in Storm, hits it. Oh my god, Savage wins it. Savage wins the 8th game of DreamHack. 70 health, 13 shield,
Savage is
400
crazy.
points.
The redemption arc had finally been completed. Basing this strictly on major tournament performances, the beginning of World Cup qualifiers until winning DreamHack Anaheim was his competitive prime. So was Prime MrSavage really that good? Kinda. I think at the time he was much better in solos and duos, so he underperformed in trio and squad FNCS.
Okay.
If there was a solo FNCS during this time, I think there's a solid chance that he would have won. Regardless, he has been one of the best players in the world for over 5 years, and I still think that he will eventually win an FNCS. The biggest issue he's had performing in grand finals is that he is always contested. In fact, one of the only times he was not contested was Chapter 2 Season 6, where he finished in 2nd place. Other than that, he's only broke top 10 5 times, even though he's played in 20 FNCS finals and 2 global championships.
Top 10 is insane.
Considering he was able to qualify for 2 out of 3 grand finals with Mongrel, who hadn't played the game in over 2 years, it's a pretty good sign that he still has what it takes to win. Fast forward to today, and him and Mongrel have struggled in the first 2 trio tournaments.
They're getting
a few
better.
days ago, Savage tweeted that he might be looking for a trio as a solo, so hopefully this isn't the end of his run with Mongrel. Whether they stop playing or not, there's no question that he can still win, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him enter another prime really soon. If you enjoyed this video even a little bit, check out the video on screen right now and subscribe to help me hit 100k.
Personally, I think MrSavage is amazing. I've seen him raid out with the 8,000 viewers to somebody that had like 10, and he like blew their mind. But other than that, amazing video. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoy this content, be sure to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below if there's something that you want me to react to, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.